other reason we're out here today, working with the old Winchester 70. This is a safari grade Winchester 70 in 375 H&H Magnum, one of my favorites. And I have some ladder loads with 350 grain North Fork cut point solids. All right, so these are a couple different loads I have sitting out here. Our hand-loaded A-frames, 300 grains, hand-loaded semi-spitzers, 300 grains, and the hand-loaded 350 grain cut points. 50-yard target, just the 350 grain cut no solids are just for backup rounds on dangerous game. Let's check our zero at 50 yards. We are inside. That round struck right there just inside of the red on the top target at 50 yards. So we're happy about that. This is designated as 1. This is my lower powder charge. So we're looking for velocity and accuracy, but only to 50 because of the intent of this load. 375, 350 CPS. Okay. North Fork 300 semi-spitzer was 2334 MV. Holy smokes. 2241. All right, we're still on. Okay. 2241. And that second round is right here. That's my first round with the 375, 350 grain. So maybe if we have something repeatable, we don't have to burn that much powder. Our muzzle velocity for that shot was 2,241.6. Okay. There's another round in the chamber, ready to go. Holy cow. Okay. I love these Winchester Super Grades. This one's 2,250.7, and it hit the same hole the first round did. The barrel's getting a little warm, plus it's hot July 1st. Let's let her cool. Those two 350 grain cup nose solids from North Fork at 50 yards are in the same hole. And the velocities again are 2241 and 2250. I was honestly only looking for around 2150 to 2200 feet per second. And as close as they are at 50 yards, the only intent for that bullet was just for dangerous game as a stopping round, or as shooting buffalo. Your first round is a soft and everything else to bring it down as a solid, cut point solid. And the 375 cools. I brought my 308 out. This is what my son killed his first deer with last year. And this is what I like to deer hunt with. This is a Bagheera B14 HMR, the Canco Dirty Harry. And I'm shooting Speer 165 grain boat tail soft points. Modest velocity, I believe, was around 25 and some change. I had just had this thing on the stand a minute ago. All right, let's see what she does at 100 yards. Wow. 2553 out of the muzzle. Where's that box? 2553. And that one was right here. Let's try another one. That one's almost touching it, 2587. This is a fun rifle to shoot. It's just a 308. I've had great experience with all the Bergeras I've had. One more, just for good measure. There we go. $25.60, and that was in the red. I'd pulled down slightly lower. I think I have my rounds set this year. So these were inexpensive. We pick them up at Bass Pro. It's an unbonded bullet. So it's kind of neat taking a step back from all the North Fork, Nosler, Barnes for the big game Africa stuff to just whitetail deer hunting. So the Jeep Spear 165 grain. This rifle doesn't seem to group the 150s very well. But that unbonded bullet with my son, the same load, same rifle. I had a muzzle brake on it before we bought this suppressor. It made a mess out of the front half of that deer. So there's steel down here at about 135 yards, I believe they said. That should be a win. Should be one more round in this thing. No, that one more round's right here. Smaller piece of steel in the grass. Canco Armory, Dirty Harry. I don't know how well you guys can see that in this video. I don't have a camera person. I'm kind of being a one-man wrecking crew today. But my request was to make it match my rifle. It looks beautiful. Come see these guys. Okay. Here's a Swift A-frame. This is a hand load, by the way, the Swift A-frame. That is dead bullseye in the red, 2452 muzzle velocity. And honestly, where that load data came from was directly from a gentleman at Swift. 75. Swift. A-frame 2452.8. Dead center in the red bullseye at 50. So, even though I've got different velocities, I've also got some different bullet components. The Swift A-frame is a cup and core lead bullet. The North Fork Semi-Spitzer is a mono shaft with a bonded lead core at the front, kind of like the trophy bonded bear claw, and it's a lot longer for when you take the projectiles out. The North Fork is a longer bullet, and then you've got these cup nose solids. I'm kind of shocked. The lowest powder charge for those cup nose seems to be it. Let's give it one at 100 yards just for giggles. Let's see how it's holding. Holy cow. Almost touching the red, just on the maybe a half inch right of the red. It's almost touching the red on the bullseye. And this was a 350 grain cup nose solid. Minimum powder charge. 2002-86. Yeah, we're not going to work that ladder up anymore. I'm not trying to get. I'm pretty happy with that. Just for giggles, let's see what it sounds like banging steel with a 350 grain cup nose solid. Oops, excuse me. Well, it put that thing to swing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for my 375. One of my favorite calibers. And this is personally one of my favorite rifles, even though I like the look of the Super Grade better. That's my wife's rifle. More to come. Y'all stay tuned.